Criticism is a constant companion in our journey through life, whether it stems from personal relationships, workplace dynamics, or public interactions. The Stoics taught that our response to criticism can profoundly influence our inner peace and personal growth. Today, we will explore 5 key elements for handling criticism with Stoic calm: understanding the source, distinguishing between constructive and destructive criticism, focusing on self-improvement, maintaining emotional detachment, and practicing forgiveness. By mastering these elements, you can transform criticism into a powerful tool for personal development. 1. Understanding the source. The first step in handling criticism calmly is to understand its origin. Not all criticism is equal, and the source can greatly influence its validity and the way it should be received. Consider the critic's perspective, intentions, and relationship to you. Criticism from a trusted friend or mentor likely has a different motivation than criticism from a stranger or an adversary. A mentor's feedback might be aimed at fostering your growth, while an adversary's words might be driven by jealousy or misunderstanding. Reflect on the critic's expertise and experience. Criticism about your work from someone knowledgeable in the field can be more valuable than unsolicited opinions from those who lack understanding of your context. This discernment helps you filter useful feedback from noise. Recognize that sometimes criticism reveals more about the critic than about you. People often project their insecurities, frustrations, or biases onto others. Understanding this can help you depersonalize the criticism and view it more objectively. Evaluate the frequency and context of the criticism. Persistent criticism from multiple sources about the same issue might indicate an area for improvement, while isolated comments may be less significant. Example: imagine receiving harsh feedback from a colleague about a presentation. Before reacting, consider their expertise and intent. Are they experienced in public speaking? Do they have a history of offering helpful advice, or do they often criticize others without offering solutions? 2. Distinguishing between constructive and destructive criticism. Learning to differentiate between constructive and destructive criticism is crucial for maintaining your composure and using feedback effectively. Constructive criticism aims to help you improve by offering specific, actionable suggestions. It often comes from a place of care and support, focusing on behaviors and actions rather than attacking your character. Destructive criticism, on the other hand, is often vague, unhelpful, and aimed at belittling or undermining you. It tends to focus on personal flaws rather than offering practical advice. Constructive criticism often includes examples and suggestions for improvement, making it easier to act upon. Destructive criticism lacks this helpful guidance and can leave you feeling demoralized without a clear path forward. Develop the habit of listening actively and asking clarifying questions. If someone offers vague criticism, seek specifics. This not only helps you understand their perspective, but also demonstrates your willingness to improve. Example: if a colleague says, "Your report was terrible," this is unhelpful. Instead, if they say, "Your report could be improved by adding more data analysis," it becomes constructive feedback you can use to enhance your work. 3. Focusing on self-improvement. The Stoic approach to criticism emphasizes using feedback as a tool for self-improvement rather than as a source of distress. Embrace the mindset that criticism, when valid, is a valuable opportunity for growth. Approach it with curiosity rather than defensiveness. Ask yourself how the feedback can help you become a better person or professional. Create a habit of regular self-reflection to assess your strengths and weaknesses. This practice can make you more receptive to external feedback and better equipped to use it constructively. Set personal goals for improvement based on the feedback you receive. Break these goals down into actionable steps and track your progress. This proactive approach turns criticism into a catalyst for positive change. Recognize that improvement is a continuous journey. Even if the criticism is harsh or poorly delivered, find the kernel of truth that can aid your development. Use it to fuel your commitment to personal growth. Example: a writer receiving feedback about the lack of clarity in their articles can use this as an impetus to enhance their writing skills. By actively seeking resources and practicing clear writing techniques, they turn criticism into a stepping stone for improvement. 4. Maintaining emotional detachment. Stoicism teaches the importance of emotional detachment to maintain inner peace and respond to criticism rationally. Practice mindfulness to observe your emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. When faced with criticism, take a moment to breathe deeply and center yourself before responding. Remind yourself that criticism is often about the other person's perception, not an absolute truth. By maintaining this perspective, you can evaluate feedback more objectively without taking it personally. Develop a mantra or mental reminder to help you stay grounded. Phrases like, "This too shall pass," or "I control my response," can reinforce your emotional resilience in the face of criticism. Engage in activities that help you manage stress and maintain balance, such as meditation, exercise, or spending time in nature. These practices can strengthen your ability to handle criticism calmly. Example: if a manager criticizes your work in front of others, practice detaching emotionally by focusing on the constructive elements of their feedback rather than the embarrassment of the public setting. Use the criticism to improve without internalizing the negative emotions. 5. Practicing forgiveness. Forgiveness is a powerful Stoic tool for releasing negative emotions and maintaining harmony, both internally and externally. Understand that holding on to resentment only harms you. Forgiveness frees you from the burden of anger and allows you to move forward with a clear mind and heart. Recognize that everyone, including yourself, is fallible. People make mistakes, and sometimes their criticism is a reflection of their own struggles and limitations. Cultivate empathy by considering the critic's perspective. This doesn't mean accepting unfair criticism, but understanding their motivations can help you respond with compassion rather than hostility. Practice self-forgiveness. If you find that you've reacted poorly to criticism in the past, forgive yourself and commit to handling future situations with greater Stoic calm. Example: after a heated argument where harsh words were exchanged, choose to forgive the critic and yourself. This act of forgiveness helps you release the negative emotions and focus on constructive actions moving forward. Let's recap the key elements for handling criticism with Stoic calm. By understanding the source of criticism, distinguishing between constructive and destructive feedback, focusing on self-improvement, maintaining emotional detachment, and practicing forgiveness, we can transform criticism into a tool for personal growth. These principles help us respond to criticism with grace and wisdom, ultimately enhancing our resilience and inner peace. Conclusion: embracing the Stoic approach to handling criticism allows us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and confidence. By applying these principles, we can turn potentially negative experiences into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Remember, the power to control your response lies within you. Stay strong, stay calm, and stay stoic.